Boy, howdy. Let me tell you something about mental health and Super Earth, but we'll avoid all that. Hello, everybody. My name is That Aether Chicken, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn, with an expanded free trial that includes the award-winning expansions Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime. Anyway, this is me. Hi. I don't have an emote logged on my hotbar to just like push a button and be like, hi, wave, but like imagine that if you will. Anyway, I'm back from my unexpected hiatus of not being in the best mental health space, and also kind of just IRL stuff and being sick. Sorry that took so long. Anyway, we're back. Everything's fine. Sort of. It'll be fine. Anyway. I'm going to continue on with our tradition of going through New Game Plus in Realm Reborn. We will start off with Part 3 of Realm Reborn. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't start from this current location? What do you mean? What's that supposed to fucking mean? What do you mean I couldn't start it from here? I had to start it from here. What the fuck was that? What was that? That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. Rude, game. Rude. Very rude. Anyway. Bah. Nerd! Well, come on in. How you doing? Yeah, sorry for my very long absence. I was not in the best headspace. A lot of things kept happening. Things are still happening, but at least I can talk now. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing all right. For those that are not in the know, I don't know how much I should actually say here. Things are kind of just happening. Some of it's good, so a lot of it's bad. It has to do with family health and stuff, and it's not super great. I wish this scenario, you can say as little or as much as you want. That's fair, but it's also being streamed to YouTube. Let's just say I have a reason to start a certain charity fundraiser push, and I should probably start doing that in the next couple weeks. It's a health-related thing. Not for me, but like for my mom. She got sick with something a couple months ago, and I thought it was dealt with. Turns out it's not, and she has to go back for more treatment. And it sucks. It's hard. A few things going on in between jobs right now. I heard what happened at first with you. I did not know you're in between jobs. Are you doing okay? Thank you. In positive news, though, one of my game dev friends, LCL, is about to release a demo of her first game on Steam. I am excited for that, and I did get to play test the demo. I wish I could say the game would definitely be for me, but it's definitely the kind of game that is not for me. So I'm not the best at saying if it's going to be fun, but I feel like there's a certain group of people who would probably really enjoy it. I'm too filthy a casual. It is. They are awesome, yes. And I need to learn the game engine she's using, because I did say I would also take up a programmer slot, and I've been putting that off for a while due to personal reasons that I thought quieted down. Turns out they're not, and I need a distraction, so I'm probably gonna make a push for that over the weekend. Learn what I can. Up until now, though, I've been playing Helldivers 2, and holy shit, Cyberstan is like fucked right now. If you know Helldivers, stop watching stream. Go to Cyberstan and do your part. If you do not play Helldivers, that is fine. But it is a space war game where everybody is a bad guy, and it's all satire themed after Starship Troopers, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of like the Starship Troopers propaganda. It's fun, but also it's the kind of game that you can pick up, come back to later when there's an update you care about. I happen to really like fighting a very particular faction in this current Major Order, it's called. It's like a regular weekly rotating set of quests. If I were to give it an MMO terminology here. The current Major Order is to drop on what we thought was the automaton's homeworld and to liberate it. Turns out it is not their homeworld, but we're still liberating it anyway, and it's very heavily defended and fortified, and it's pain. It's pain. We need backup. We need backup. Pretty bad. It's fun, though. It is a lot of fun. Anyway, I probably stalled long enough. Let's go. Menphilia would have you investigate the mysterious La Habrea. Whomst is La Habrea? Also, sorry if I'm a little quiet. Still got a bit of a sore throat, but also not sure how loud I'm supposed to be at this hour. People are sleeping downstairs, and I know they can hear me, but I don't know how well they can hear me, because sometimes they have the hearing of a hawk, sometimes they just choose not to care, you know? I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Phelan. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. That is it for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, nerd. What the hell sound was that? I didn't program that. I didn't tell Twitch to do that sound, but whatever. Oh, it's fine. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. That's a nice staff in the background. Too bad it's broken into like 5 pieces, I think, maybe 6. Can we restore the staff? I want to restore the staff. Actually, does it exist? I know what that staff is. I want to see if we can get that staff. Hang on. Oh, that's how you spell it. Okay. That's in Final Fantasy 11. So that is not the right one. Can we get that staff though? Does it share a model? No. At least no one has said it. Is there a... Come on, give me the weapon model. Why would you not have it? It's a legendary staff used by the Archon Louis Sois, and they can't give us a model a weapon that looks like that? Really? The hell? I like that emote. Me too. Hearthstone was a lot of fun back in the day, and then I got attacked by a dwarf that just calls more of himself when damage is taken, but he doesn't die to it. So I'm traumatized. Everyone, get in here! Anyway, this is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Waylon. Bok. Bok, bok. Bok, 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 bok. Let us go to the Hall of Flames. I could have remembered that I have an Aetherite. But I think it's right here. Yeah, it is right here. That's the robot chicken ending. The Masked Man? Ah, you are calling on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thenelin. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Cocoon. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Do not be so quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may have well caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coined over the mind to spend it. What does he have? Does he have barkeep? Not John Wick. That's what John Wick would say. Actually, no, I don't think he would say that. He would probably not say a word. Unless he was trying to kill you or something and be like, I'm John Wick, you're gonna die, bitch. And then he'd just shoot you. Or he wouldn't say bitch. It's disrespectful to his dog. I need to watch that movie before I make more jokes about John Wick. Hello, Hihibaru. I thought you'd be a tavern keep for some reason. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Didn't I just say that? Was that not what was said? You're after a masked man. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I'd heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? He wants to help you find La Habrea. Maybe. Important distinction. Alright. When the Order of Nald'thal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub of pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastmen raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. Now, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah. I'll take your bloody masked man. I agree, but I need to find him. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know more about him, go ask the other merchants. I mean, they'd be willing to throw some coin maybe if you have something a little more substantial than vague rumors. I'd buy the vague rumors, to be honest, because that's a lead. Multiloquent merchant. Did I pronounce that right? Multiloquent? What does that mean before I continue? I'm Googling it. Eloquent meaning. Garrulous, talkative. Oh, okay, so he's just chatty. He's a chatty boy. I have heard of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but everywhere around Thanalan, too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. That was not as super chatty as I thought he'd be. Not gonna lie. Unless he was talking to his friend there. Or her. I can't tell with Lalafell. Maybe that's for the best. The Trail of a Masked Man. I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. That's about all I can say, little though it is. Well, thank you. It confirms that that is in fact the guy. Unless there's some other guy in a black robe running around. No, we are not going there. We are not going there. We are not going to fight fucking Ansem the Wise, or Ansem, or Xehanort, or Zemnis, or whatever his name is. I don't know. There's too many Xehanorts. Have I seen a masked man wearing a black robe, or dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Cocoon raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. So the Cocoon are a problem, huh? What if I help deal with that problem? Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that these things are tough for us merchants at the moment. Cocoon raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. But what if I help you deal with the thing? Where there's smoke! Ihibaro has information that will surely lead you to La Habrea. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it. Standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Cocoon appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It'll be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself? Eh? Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Void, how dare you? Void, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you sick a cloaker on me? How you doing, Void? EP, but good. Okay, yay. That is good. But also, how dare you sick a cloaker on me, you I need a gender neutral term for bastard slash bitch. I mean, I guess I could say either one of those and it wouldn't be like completely incorrect. Bitch is my typical go-to because of Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. I think it was Dr. Coomer that said, you thought wrong, my good bitch. I can't remember. Kikern. That's not a Kikern, that's a corpse brigade. That's a foot soldier. Yeah, what's a gender neutral term one could use to mean bastard slash bitch? Or would it just be like asshole, jackass? Or could I just use bastard or bitch? I feel like I've asked this question before. I hope I'm not sounding too serious. I'm trying to be a little quiet. I don't know how loud I'm allowed to be right now. There's people downstairs sleeping. And one of them is trying to recover from a surgery. And will be doing so for the next feasible amount of time, I'm not gonna lie. I have to wonder, is Void looking it up now, or is Void just passed out on the keyboard? Do we have a waffle face scenario? Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Ward of the Destroyer. A paper ward inscribed by a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Ralger. The scroll bears a prayer to Ralger the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralger is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? And get attacked by Kikern? No thank you. On to Little Alamigo. Ihibaro has a suit. I was feeling more tired than usual, so we went to bed early. Okay. What about Void? Is Void waffle-faced? Did I say Fry earlier? I hope I didn't. I meant Void. I hope he's doing okay, too. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should... No, it was Void. I just felt like telling you about... Ah, okay. It's good to know how he's doing, too. It stands to reason if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. While you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I'd hoped that you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. I forgot he had a daughter. Honestly, I think I kind of just like brain rotted my way through this part of Realm Reborn. And also it's been 84 bajillion years. He's doing good. That's nice. I should have probably walked for the sake of it. But nah, screw it. Hello, are you going to yell at your father or something? Oh, no you don't. Hmm? Why, yes, he borrows my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Is that him? Oh my god, he's got a Wilford Brimley. He's not going to talk to me about diabetes, is he? Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Well, I'm here to seek out a masked man. Looking for a masked villain, you say? Why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Well, that was quick. Was Wilford Brimley a country singer, or am I misremembering? I know he was in the Liberty Medical commercials. I remember this part. I don't. Gisselbert would like to aid in your manhunt. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gisselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow men when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Malja on the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalin tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. You give them sweet tea? Nice. Now, this place does have such a thing as ice. So they could have iced tea out in the fucking desert. Well, this isn't exactly a desert, but like, it's close to one, so... Badlands? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what kind of biome we're dealing with. Who the hell's are you? Trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Oh, it's a hot tea. Never mind. A piping hot infusion of freshly picked young Thanalin tea leaves mixed with rich outgoat cream and a generous spoonful of golden cactuar flower honey. So it's just hot sweet tea. Okay. Well, ain't you considerate? Why, thanks, friend. What's that? Masked villain hiding among the refugees like as not. Masked villain hiding among the refugees like as not. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It's near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. So he doesn't trust them. Sorry, it's getting a little hard to read ye old English. Which is weird because I've read a lot of Orianje's talk, and he exclusively talks ye old English, even ye older English than that guy. So, you there. You an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Have some tea and shut the fuck up. Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm gonna enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard. And I don't give a mummer's fart. Is that a pun on mummer's farce? I didn't actually kill someone. I'm being put on teams with people. New people who've played like 10 hours of the game in general. What is my goddamn matchmaking? You're playing Overwatch, aren't you? And I do mean Overwatch and not Overwatch 2 because they recently removed the 2. And I love that. I love that. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry you're going through a rough time, but that is also very good news for Overwatch that they've removed the 2 and are doing some positives. Like adding new characters like a cat and a jetpack. Shoot, shoot. Don't bother me. The Amalja overrun us. I'm blaming you. Have a cup of shut the fuck up. Me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, well, the mask and the robe. But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. I'm trying to play the new Hashimoto support, and I can't get a fucking win with... My win rate with him is 14 games, played 10 losses and 4 wins. My percent is 30. Oof. So that is unfortunately how competitive FPSs work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through this, but them be the breaks of competitive shooters. They shouldn't be. That is how that works, unfortunately. Like, I agree. I'm doing the best in the support role. Yeah. Good players get paired with bad players, and then the bad players don't know what to do, but the good players do, and there's no communication, so no one on your team wins, no one does well, and then, yeah, it ends up in a loss. That is unfortunately how competitive shooters work. I can't carry 4 people win the game on a fucking avocado. Sounds like Splatoon 3. You're not fair. Ah, you're back. Did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you were to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need to cooperate with the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust. And that won't be an easy task. Oh hey, my last item sold. Reread. I can't carry 4 people with the game sense of a fucking avocado. Yeah. I know you can't. No one can. But you'll probably forever be paired with that, and that's the unfortunate reality of it. Of course, if you had one more player on your team and they had one more player on their team, it might be a little bit easier, because then there'd be 2 possibly good players and then 4 really bad ones. That makes all the difference. I'm saying bring back 6v6 Overwatch. In base game, not in quick play and all that, not in not just 5v5. Not in the arcade. 6v6, I want it base game. I want it back. I miss it. It is in quick play. Then why Why are you carrying 4 other people? That's 5. That's 5v5 by the sound of it. Unless it's a separate quick play mode. Were you not in quick play? Were you in ranked? No one plays tank in 6v6. That is shit. Back in my day, everyone played tank in 6v6. And I mean literally. Everyone went Winston. We dived. It was funny. For about 5 minutes. Because it's open queue. I miss Overwatch back in my day. I'm not gonna lie. At least if we had a tank, everyone went tank. Everyone wants to play DPS. That's about the standard, yeah. You're determined to press on with your investigation, and I have some advice to offer. Maybe queue for other roles. That wasn't me saying that to you, Dim. That was Gisselbert saying that to Overwatch players in general. I have to remember that you can't see what direction I'm facing anymore. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah. The Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Guardians. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan Resistance. Your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start asking them. I can win game as DPS, I can win as a tank, but, like, fuck, can't buy a win as support. Like, the new tank, I have a 100% win rate with her. If the new tank is that good, why is no one using her? Why did no one run tank for... Why did no one run that tank? Yeah, support is a thankless job. And I thank you for your service. 6v6, no one wants to run tank, but we need a tank in order to win. But also, yeah, support's a thankless job, and thank you for your service. Of course, if the DPS also has some kind of survivability, then that works too. Support is thankless, and we're the ones to get blamed. Yeah. Which is why I don't blame supports, because I play support. I mean, yeah, the knee-jerk reaction when I'm dying is, where's the healer? And then I find out I'm in the fucking boonies, and then I understand immediately. Support mains rise up. Just say you can't heal, stupid. Which you can't. No one can. Welcome back, Phylan. How far's the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution, but that's for a different time. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. I'll blame support if I see the scoreboard and the other support has like 608 healing and 6k DPS. At that point, yeah, fair. Like, if they're trying to heal and they keep getting killed, that's one matter, and that's one thing. If they're not healing at all, then they're not doing their job. Our Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Harabert is currently between missions. I'm looking for him in the storage area. I don't remember Harabert. I thought we were talking about a different scion, one we've already spoken with. But if I mention them by name, it will be a spoiler. Alive? If it isn't Phelan Wisbane, the Scion's rising star. Is there all I can do for you? Oh, that was an ad break starting in 20 minutes. I thought that was a new chat message. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda. She is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. In one of my losses last night, I had 14,609 healing. The other 3 supports only had 9k. 3 supports? As in, like, it was 4 supports and 2 non-supports? Or like 2 supports per team? 2 supports per team sounds a lot more plausible. Who supports in the other team? Who supports? The other one on my team and the... okay, so 2 and 2. Okay. Much more normal than 1 support for you, 3 for them. And 4 supports for you and none for them. You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Why the hells would I do that? I mean, just one reason. Harabert sent you. That worthless whoreson. He demands his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor. Simply incredible. Realize Harabert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mifrid. I can't see him. I can't turn around. You see that bloke there? That's Mifrid, the captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Oh, that guy. Okay. What is it with Alamegans and not wearing shirts? Granted, it's a desert city, so like they don't need shirts. But this guy, these guys are really leaning into the whole no shirts thing. Mifrid needs help tending a wounded brother. I'm Mifrid, a proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Well, I'd like to sell you a shirt. Kind of now. I think you're making a lot of people uncomfortable. Again! God, do you guys just need shirts in general? Captain, it's Galeon, sir. His wound's gone infested and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. Galeon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarry Mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight. They might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Okay. I shall do that. I just got here. One of Mefrid's is in bad shape, you say? Right, but there's not I can do. I want to help, but they're my countrymen after all, but that means going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. Wouldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it would be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hero. You take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay, am I gonna keep playing Ring Around the Rosies, or am I gonna, like, go Astro and heal? You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes of the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they have made a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Racism! What if I continue this as a healer? Just check my stats for Mizuki, and the binding chains causes hindering right? Causes hindering right? And I just saw the total of people I've hindered, and it's 69. You can no longer hinder people as Mizuki. You can't. Like, factually. One second, I need to mute my mic. Okay, sorry about that. I couldn't breathe. That's how it's to be then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. Cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I'm a healer. We led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell, Galleon can't even stand. As you all know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Aye, aye. I will help where the racist leaf tree people can't. Because healing should be a right given to everybody. Everyone has the right to live. Can't or won't. Yeah, they won't heal. They have the ability. Healers don't need to be playing God. Unless, of course, the person they're healing is an asshole and it's an MMO, in which case all bets are off. Anyway. Hi, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Yes. Here you go. You're a godsend adventurer. Raise Ralga, there's at least one woman in the place who gives a damn. I just need to find a way to prepare them. Bad that I want to buy the Hello Kitty skin for Juno. Yes. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarin, would you? Some old comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they come from. Thing is, he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Buscaron. Oh, it's over there. Okay. There's no aetherite over there, so I will just fly. Grass shines, birds hurt people. The sun grows, and brother, I fly. I'm a force of nature. Buscaron, grind these down. Ah, Phylan, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Grind these down. These look like good old antelope horns. In the ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill. That comes full circle. I hope it helps the poor soul that needs it. And don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Favors! Gonna play one more music game, and if I don't win, I'm gonna take a break and start to clean my room a bit, SMH. Fair. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Hi, Faramund. Like, I'm so tilted from this experience. That is fair. You should probably... Honestly, I feel like you should probably take a break now. But if you already started the game, you gotta finish it. It is the only right thing to do. I'm so glad that the game is getting new players, but like, fuck me, I don't want to be on their team. But what if they're really good? What if you're the reason they get really good? I mean, at least you're not in competitive, right? There's the saving grace for that. It's just quick play. None of them have been really good. But what if you end up being the reason they get good? You probably won't ever know, but like, I'm gonna have to do comp soon. Oh no. That's not gonna be good. As well to see you return. Have you the medicine for our brother? God's bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Gillian receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden for him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us great kindness, friend. I'll be doing comp, though, for... Support for comp, I'll be doing DPS. Fair. I only ever go support for comp because I don't have the best aim, so like, it's either I heal people, or I get myself killed. It's either I get myself killed one way, or I get myself killed another way, so I might as well be supporting people while I get myself killed. Adventurer, Gillian's gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. Shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before. Or worse. I need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Elbrida. Maybe she knows someone's missing or some words. I don't know. Words are hard right now. Finally, it's about time you come asking about Gillian. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago. He left me with this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Or that I'd known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Gillian bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. He's in the woods, I'm gonna go help you. And the wilds alone! That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the wood for Gillian. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Already on it, fam. Let's go. Hey, make haste, Pumpkinhead. We've got a man to find. I think we found him. Oh, you look a little younger than I thought. Watch out. A goblin. That was easy. Being level 100 in this is funny. Gillian. Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. What do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it? The oath to reclaim our homeland? We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, don't even think about getting that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. Can't thank you enough for saving Gillian. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. We saved him just in time from a goblin that would have probably killed him, but all we needed to do was flick his forehead and he's dead. Imagine having that power in real life. We'd basically be the Hulk. Everything has to be an eggshell. Everything is an egg. Gillian's expected to make a full recovery. Linger here until he's strong enough to take it to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything, and it's yours so long as it's mine to give. Cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all. Far be it for me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Feeling cute looking at the hero galley, but you know what's funny? For all the new hero skins Overwatch has made, I still use Roadhog's Mako skin from the launch of the game. The shark one? Yeah, I think that's the shark one. That's a good one. I'm a fan of classic Roadhog. The blue shark one, yeah. I'm a fan of classic Roadhog. That's not where I wanted to go. Where the fuck am I going? Little Alamigo, down the line. Wow, Black Betty, down the line. Wow, Black Betty, down the line. Black Betty had a child, down the line. The damn thing gone wild. Down the line, said a word, not a mind. Down the line, the damn thing gone blind. Down the line, said, oh, Black Betty, down the line. Wow, Black Betty, down the line. I can't take credit for that guy. I like the shark one because it's kind of piratey. You know, fair? It is piratey. Why have you Oh wait, he's Wilfred Brimley. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. I have Mefred's recommendation. I quickly drawn up a letter addressing to one Gundabald. You spoke with Mefred. It's been so long since I last heard from him. I'd feared him dead. Well, be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and I'll tell you all I can. Well, first, I need to talk to you for a moment about the dangers of the dreaded disease known as diabetes. What the hell? Oh, that's an incense burner. Right. Forgot about that. Anyway. The incense helps me with my diabetes. The incense helps me with my diabetes. Sent you a DM. Okay. I then opened the wrong window. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, there is 6v6 quick play. But why is it not the default? That's my complaint. It is the default. It is a separate mode. There's quick play, there's 6v6 quick play, and then there's another thing. On the default page, yes, but it's not regular quick play, it's 6v6 quick play, which implies that it's not the norm. I need to mute my mic again real quick. Oh, I'm on an ad break. Shit. I forgot to start an ad. I would have ended that. Wouldn't have been a problem. Okay. Before I continue, I need to check something. Want to see how Super Earth's doing. How's that first city? Due to secure in 11.5 hours? That's not great, but I'll take it. Okay, with the amount of that, 4 days, 19 hours. No. Oh, that's not good. So I'm looking at the Galactic War thing in Helldivers because I'm still doing that. We're less than... We're at 44% of our reinforcement budget. There's 119 million Helldivers left in our reserve forces. It is set to expire in 4 days and 5 hours. The major order we're currently on is set to complete in 4 days, 19 hours. So we're kind of we're kind of cutting it close. We're also set to take a city in like 11 hours. So maybe when we take the city, more people will enlist, and then we'll get reinforcements. Anyway, sorry, different game. I'm still kind of a little invested in Helldivers because it's a hyper focus of mine currently, and I'm going to be dealing with that while I play 14. Gundabald is willing to share with you what he knows of the masked stranger. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of your young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel well obliged to talk. Almost said obligated. which is the same word but not as many syllables. Gundabald sent you. Listen, I told him it was a bad idea. All that crap about believing the masked man and... oh, you don't know anything about us? Why didn't you say so to start with? Can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Hello, Waldar. Masked man. No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. He could be lying. And then again, anybody could be lying. We've no reason to distrust him yet, so, like, face value is fine. Wait! Isn't there someone behind a rock? No. Oh, there's you. You're in the corner. Hello, Talbot. There's a bunch been skulking around these suspicious. Oh my God, talk normal. There's a bunch been skulking around about. Oh my God, fuck. Why is this hard? There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble. Mock me words. Thank you for not having more lines. Anyway. Hello, Sifrid. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. This man's hair. Oh, I thought he had much more of a suave look to him. Like a pompadour. Thing. You've indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whenever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. And then I got diabetes. Now I can't eat ice cream or apple pie. Not without an insulin pen. Maybe I shouldn't be making fun of diabetes, but I am making fun of him for the way he talks about it. Is that too far? Hoping it's not. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution, all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Aye, aye, Wilford Brimley. Remthing has a secret message for you. Hey, Adventure, you done talking with the old bear? He's right there! Got a message for you from Wilrid. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says they'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Am I gonna get jumped? Am I gonna get spooked? Am I gonna get codswalloped? Is that even the word I'm looking for here? Am I gonna get juked? Or are they actually being honest? This was not the guard, was it? Thanks for coming, friend. There's no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you. Discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snipping around? Did the Empire send you, or was someone else? I got your tongue? No matter. Whatever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! I was right! I didn't kill him, if that's any consolation. I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody, all you like. But nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire. And with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Oh, Gundobald. Oh, you gotta win. Nice. Maybe still take a break, though. Best to ride the high while you have it, you know? Attacked by Wilbert and his cronies. Attacked by Wilbert and his cronies. That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Gundobald needs your help to rein in the young ones of Little Alamigo. Wilbert mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundobald, It's Liana. Liana. Gods preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they... The whole while they laughed at me, said I suffer because I cling to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? What was implied to have happened here? Because if it's what I think it is, some people are gonna in the game. Yeah, anyway. Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred. He saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Liana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. I gotta make an effort to do some cleaning, I guess. That's good. Probably. Map of Zanrock. I found a map. It was over there. Behind a tent and in a little bit of dirt. I don't know why I'm singing the Family Guy theme, but here we are anyway. Lucky there's a Family Guy. Lucky there's a guy who's running around talking to a bunch of kids who want to make them cry. Almighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again. When you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes. And no one will dare oppress us ever again. No, you put those crystals back. You put those crystals back, I swear to God. Need to go clear my nose out again. Yes, Boo, I need to get up. I don't need to get up yet. I'm not going to, but yeah. Riled youth. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay low the Empire. to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where were the 7 hills that I put that bloody map? Haha. I have your map, bitch. Suck it. Yeet. A knife. Oh, riled lass. Those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable. And to think they'd look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilrid to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. So was it the lizards that did that, or was it people? Because I think Corpse Brigade is people. Or is it enthralled people? Pretty sure it's enthralled people. Right. Okay. I do gotta go in here. Gone. And a whole lot of them. It is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? Blunt hunting knife. Countless years of use have seen the blade dulled and nicked, at the haft worn smooth. A detailed map of the Amalja stronghold in southern Thanalan. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak. You said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? They couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. Young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. We must hurry. We may yet find them before it's too late. Sure, you just wait there. I'll go get them. I'll go stop them, I guess. Let's leave the chicken to do all the work. We. Oh, an instance. Oh, they've been sniped. That's not good. Wilrid, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We're just going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgar, to summon him, just like the Master Man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the Lizardman's cash, but they caught us and... so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Oh, I don't have every ability. Where's Wilrid? Oh, there he is. Man, I wish I had more abilities to weave into stuff. Yeah. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but I would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who were touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we would defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Phelan will wish to hear it as well. Yay, we've made a friend with a very thick, bushy mustache. I dare say he probably won't be the only friend we ever make with that kind of mustache. But hopefully, we'll gain more that are less eccentric than who else we might encounter, because this guy seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Plus, he's wearing some kind of shirt. No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor, but I never stopped to question his motives. I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing that we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilrid. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all, much like diabetes lives in me. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me. And sorry I tried to kill you. It's okay, it happens a lot. If I had a gil for every time someone tried to kill me and I ended up befriending them, I'd have a lot of gil. Which I do. But not from that, but I'd have a lot more gil. My thanks as well, friend. Gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Can I get a mustache like his? I mean, if I go male Lalafell, I can. But I don't want to remove the chicken. I would have to stop being a chicken. And I'm not ready for that. I am never going to be ready for that. Gunnevald wants to wish you well in your investigation. Whether we had more information to offer, but what Wilrid told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about the great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to this creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. I hope so too, bud. Buddy boy. Yeah. Alright, we fly through the tunnel. Through the mountains. Is it a mountain? Sort of. Like a weird plateau. A mesa? Is that what that was outside Little Alamigo? A mesa? I feel like I should know this. But I don't. Hey, Totaro. I never actually said hi to Totaro as I go back and forth. What are you doing here? Welcome back, Phylan. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? He's been telling people to do beast tribe stuff. That's the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Where the hell did you come from? Did you say something? Nothing, milady. Where the fuck did you come from? Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Maybe we should figure out where the hell Tataru came from. Oh, this looks like I'm going to a tree person place. While you are tending to business in Thanalin, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Neuraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Phylan. Thank you. Where's Neuraxia again? Cabbage Patch, where you at, fam? Oh, here's Cabbage Patch. Waking one is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrad had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly this Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrad. Digging One is to be found at Fallgourd Float in the North Shroud. Oh, thank God she's stopped talking. They stopped talking. We're good. Fallgourd Float. That's Black Shroud. Okay. I do not like how the Cabbage Patches talk. It is hard. It's okay if you're reading it silently, but as a streamer, you could read it silently. What if someone's here that can't read? For any reason. Maybe they just didn't learn how to read. Maybe they just physically can't read. Maybe they just have trouble reading. And I do too. At that point, when the words are that confusing. But like, I should probably read it aloud. I feel obligated to. So please make the dialogue more natural, fam. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before it comes for me, just like it came for that poor woman. Medred is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. Snap out of it! Oh no, I did it wrong. Mommy, I'm sorry I wasn't a better son. I'm sorry I didn't eat my greens and do my chores. Wow. Is that the talking thing? Oh, that was the talking thing. Okay, I thought that was his reaction to me slapping him. Yeah, right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I think I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, and to claim her soul for his realm. I don't think that's the case. We're investigating the same masked man. If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medred's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted for... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. Did the other two not? Or were they just kind of done with this shit? I feel like they might have been done with this shit. Come on, Aideen. Ziz is so ridiculous. Aideen has a proposal to make concerning your investigation. Here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Oh. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if we can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. Y'all better have a grog for me after this. The amount of things I'm killing out here, I ought to start doing it for money. Well, I guess I am doing it for money. They are paying me gil every quest. It's just I don't see that in New Game Plus. God, those things are ugly. Yeah, canonically, I am getting paid in gil for all these quests and experience as well. I just don't see it because I'm in New Game Plus. What's this dungeon again? I won't know because I can't run it. Okay, that's fair. Come on, ID. You've already seen to the Z's. Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find odds to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nope. Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's out from our list of suspects. Which leaves us, the masked man and his winged eyeball. Why are there two of you? Dean has further knowledge of the mysterious deaths. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. Comely? Comely maidens. What is a comely? It's not a common phrase. Pleasurably comforting to notions of good appearance, suitability, or proportion. Oh. So pretty. Okay. So pretty girls. Okay. Better watch myself, eh? Shut the fuck up. Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some that whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rocks southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. Spares investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. What about you? What do you got? What? What do you mean I'm limited to one quest? There's two in front of me. Let me do it, bitch. God. How dare you? How dare you limit the amount of quests I can take in New Game Plus? That's rude. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Whoa. My everything started locking up a second. That's not good. Ooh, piece of candy. And back we go. Is 5 of them enough? Is mayonnaise an instrument? Tree. Come on, ID. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. What's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Bigger than a shard, but not quite large enough to be a cluster. The energies emitted by this crystal lightly tingle the hands of any who touch it. These are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Oh, sorry, Ideen. I didn't mean to stand inside you. Iveralt has information to share regarding your investigation. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. I do, thank you. Come on, ID. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Come on, ID. Swear off the beef. I don't know the rest of the words. Ad break in 20 minutes. How about no? News. A scorpioid. We don't take kindly to scorpioids around these parts. You better clear out, fam. A monstrous Banamite appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. This does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? That's an eyeball. Medred is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. Where am I going? There have been no promising leads with the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I witnessed. It's implausible that it could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banamite. You and I were malms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with a Banamite at the very spot you claim to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager that apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. Listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Ah, it's so obvious. Then that means, as there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Gulp. I do believe we're out of our depth. We got to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I burned to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you'll want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. At least one of you has a good head on your shoulders. Despite all the panic. I mean, yeah, it is very much warranted panic, but still it's panic, and you could at least bring that to the authorities. You're gonna worry about stuff. Ba-dam, ba-dam, ba-da-ba. Bam, 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 ba, ba. Dam, ba, ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba. That was a floating eyeball. Oh, she's in a mask. Okay, that explains the face. Excuse me, officer, I found a dead body. Officer, you want to see a dead body? Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? The body of this poor soul has been defiled in more ways than one. Oh no. That has never good implications. Gods be good. Not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. No, snooze the ads. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are more common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify the next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. Family signal? This family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Why do I need to duck down? I'm tiny. I'm the tiniest one here. Ethelmare wants you to hold on to the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light on upon its sigil. Oh, Mother Mion, I wish to show you a button. There's a button that needs investigation. They require your assistance. Bobble to bobble.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Oh my god! Thank you for the raid, Skimmy Son. How you doing? Welcome on in. Do I have a shout out button? Hang on. I do. You were playing 14 too. Nice. What were you running? Good morrow to you, Phelan. By your grim expression, I suggest you aren't here for scones and herbal tea. I would like a stiff drink if you have one. Looks like you have a lot, actually. I have a button that looks suspiciously like a silver gill. Well, isn't that a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Hello. Hi. Welcome on in. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find an answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Fine, I guess I'll go talk to her. Yeah, welcome on in, raiders. My name is Dude Run, or That Aether Chicken if you're watching on YouTube. I'm going through New Game Plus. There's not a whole lot to say. Bernadette! Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Bernadette! Seems to be some matter of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it will be Saingaled over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. That's the Archers Guild. Lancer is in Old Gridania, right? Okay. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm hoping I did it right. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, it is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? What is this? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Wait, are we about to do a thingy? We about to do a dungeon? I want to do a dungeon. I think we're about to do a dungeon. This might be the part where we're about to unlock a dungeon. Ursendel, why are you so down in the dumps? Warming the bench. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. You recognize this button? The sigil of the Dartoncourt family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Is she the one doing it? Ursendel has a confession to make regarding the mysterious murders. Dungeon time! Dungeon time! I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartoncourts. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may have well been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew even more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience, until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must end, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Aye, aye, sir. I will live up to my family name and face full life consequences. So the chicken had to go. The chicken went off the building and did a backflip and landed. Half-life, full life consequences. You're welcome. Oh, have I reached the amount of times I can't snooze an ad break anymore? Well, how about this then? I'm going to run a 30-second ad break to kill ads temporarily. Actually, we'll do a 1 minute because that'll kill it for longer. And then I'll be right back. For those of you with Prime, well, actually, yeah, for those of you with Prime or an ad blocker, yay! Hi. You don't get to deal with ads because you're on an ad blocker. And I cannot blame you for that. So I don't think YouTube really does ads for streams. Maybe I should push that more often. I'll wait for the ad break to end and walk in like I own the place. Just in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, y'all back yet? Looks like the ad break ended, so we're good to go. Okay. Hey, a floating eye. Eye. There's a bunch of them. Mister, I don't believe you were that close. Hello, door. I have touched you. Hawk Manor now accessible. Healer. No, not the NPCs. We're doing with this. We're doing this with people. Damn, it's not instant. Damn, it's instant. That was quick. Alrighty. Oh. Howdy, mother cluckers. There we go. Oh, we got a fellow mentor. I don't have regen. Shit. Why don't I have regen? Well, I technically do. It's just in the form of a card. Which is not preferred, but I'll take it. I also don't have AoEs. Mr. Yoshi P, can I please have AoEs and regens at this level? Thank you. At least I have dots. I love having dots, they're nice. At least I can brain dead heal this. If the Minotaur yells at me for using Ben 1, I will tell him I don't need Ben 2 at this level. I think he probably gets that. I hope. Or she. I wasn't really paying attention. That's a femro. Okay. That's a she. Pretty sure. Yep, femro. That's a she. Oh. They did a stun. Good job, Femro. Good job, Tank. Good job, Tank. Do I even need to heal you? I don't think I need to heal you anymore. Key. I'll greed them just to get seals. No one needs them. Whee! Alright, we don't need that tiny key, do we? Yeah, we don't. Bitch! Who did the fart? Who did the fart? Out yourself. Who did the fart? Out yourself, damn you. Who did the fart? Me. Damn it. Damn it. I miss AoEs and regen. Holy crap. God, I miss so many skills at this level. I want my AoEs and regens. AoEs and regens are all I do. They're all I know. What do you mean I have to actually heal? Who does that? I'm still instinctively using Ben 2 when I don't need to. Ugh. Do I even need Ben 2 for this entire dungeon unless there's like a big pull? I don't think I need anything higher than Ben 1. At this point, especially not, because there's no more mobs to pull. Well, okay, there's one mob to pull, but it's not a group.
All right, Ramblers,
Oh my god! Thank you, Celine, for the raid. How y'all doing? Posture check? You can't see me. Okay, fine, I'll posture check. I am now sitting upright. Oh my god, you were playing 14 too? Noda, when did you get Celine into 14? Wait, Noda, you play 14? Noda, do you play 14? How have I never known this? It shouted you out, dude. It shouldn't have. Why? It shouldn't. Maybe it's because it's a me thing. SO Rift Walker Celine. Oh, you gotta not at them. That's what it was. You typed it in wrong. I mean, that's kind of my bad. But also, when did Celine get 14? And Noda, do you have 14 as well? And why have I never known this that you had? Or was it just way too long? That's super positive. You have 14. I went to your restaurant. Oh, fuck, you did. You did, didn't you? Damn. It's been so long since I opened the roost that I forgot. Okay, this upshot, what the fuck? Can I just appreciate this real quick? I look so unnecessarily fat. I want the game. Oh, you're playing just chatting. Okay. You know, Celine, it is free to play up to level 70 with no restrictions on playtime. I say with a smirk. Darkness has taken root within... Oh, let me try to be spooky. Darkness has taken root within these souls. Sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. Says you were playing just chatting. Did you forget to set the thing? One cannot help but admire the irrepressible. Let me try that again. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. There's two of you. Why is there two of you? It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. I guess my OBS just fucked off and didn't actually update. Oof. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is so that that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin shows well. A pity that your existence is What? Irreconcilable. Irreconcilable. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. If you play Final Fantasy XIV Online with an expanded free trial now, you too can hear words in the English language you forgot existed. Or never knew. Like 'twas. Or mayhap. Or irreconcilable. Who the fuck says irreconcilable? These motherfuckers. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. But yeah, this game is free to play up to level 70, so like, you really don't have much of an excuse unless you don't have the hard drive space for it, or SSD space, the disk space for it, I should say. Maybe give it a shot. You know, you got Noda to play with, you got me, you got Void, you got other people in the server, in the Chaos Gremlin server. Some of them play it. It's fun. Though I will say some people find the base game a bit of a slog. it does try to set up the world for new players. So like, if you suspend your enthusiasm there, it's pretty okay, and it does get better. Like once the world building is complete, it takes off. Fare you well, bringer of light. Well, the only things you can't do in the trial are starting parties, like making a party of your own, and trading with people. It's so they don't like deal with people scamming players for free, or free trial players don't get scammed, or free trial players don't scam players who've been there for a while. Like, you also don't need to trade with players, because you can pick up any class in the game, including crafters and gatherers. So if you want to be self-sufficient, you could just min-max your self-sufficiency and craft everything you need. But you don't gotta do that. Where's Ursendel? Oh, right, he's in town. Let me in, damn you! How dare you close the gate? What do you expect? They're from the Shakespearean era. Technically, they're not. They just chose to use it. Technically, they're not from any known era of human history. Also, if you're into roleplay, there is a big roleplay scene in Final Fantasy. I'm not talking about like necessarily like creepy fun times. I mean like just there's a chill roleplay scene here. It's nice. There's venues, there's roleplay venues, screenshot opportunities. The venues can range from anything from museums to art galleries to taverns to nightclubs. There's a lot. And you can do all of that on a free trial account. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. To shreds, you say? So she went so far as to consort with devils. That I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. If the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? In my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. I presume the brave adventurer the wood whaler captain spoke of was you. I was in a state of admonishment at the time, to think that someone could enter the manor not merely once, but twice and return to tell the... Oh, this is after. Never mind. That's spoiler for another time. I apologize for having that on screen. I did not know that would happen. Spoiler, you go back to the manor for a hard mode. That's it. And Phil... Oh, shit. I need to go here. I need to go here. You know, I'm going to reiterate that there is a slightly faster way. A little more involved, but still faster way to get to Minfilia from here. So we're gonna go Arcanists. Right. Okay. The Arcanists Guild. From the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa, talk to ferryman, the ferry ticketer Retkimpf. Retkimpf? I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. Talk to the ferryman. Pay the toll to go on the boat. And then you walk over here, and here's the Waking Sands. That took a lot less time, though it is a little more involved than just, you know, warping to Horizon and then auto running to where you need to be. It's fine. Though also the game gives you Aetherite tickets that you can just use when you're running this for the first time. I don't have a choice, because I'm a New Game Plus. Welcome back, Wayland. Full glad am I to see you safely return. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn to the Twelveswood? Words. With Final Fantasy XIV Online, you too can hear unheard words like sojourn. Okay, I think that was an Overwatch character as well. Been a while. 2 of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Whether we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the 3 nations to the presence of this elusive enemy and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope. That is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. What now? What now, Minfilia? Oh, okay, we'll start this one. Minfilia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development. Camera's moving.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
I'm gonna have to read.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
Portend!
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan.
Oh no.
Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, 2 primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Ugh. Okay. You can turn the game down again after all of that. Okay. Who the hell am I talking to? Oh, that's Limsa. Okay. I'll at least get this a little more continued and the next quest started before I end stream, because I do want to go. Ah. Half Castle. Okay. I got a schnoz to clear out because I am starting to struggle speaking. Rashat Riki. What news from the front? Good to see you, Captain Wisbane. The Scions sent word that you were on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. Oh my god. In Final Fantasy XIV Online, you too can hear words like irreconcilable and antecedent and mayhap. Sign up today for a free trial. Anyway, the kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers to Ogamoro. The scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Oh, it's you. It's Merwib. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Captain Wisbane. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Phelan personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have these Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the same strength to face this foe. Oh my god. Glad I'm ending soon, because my reading ability is diving hard. That was not a Helldiver's pun. I'm literally just struggling right now. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Confident in the belief that you are our Limsa's best hope. Diving hard. Not yet. Also, we are losing on that front, by the way. Fun fact. We are losing on that front, by the way. We are set to complete the major order in 4 days and 16 hours. We have to beat it within 5 days, 7 hours. However, our reinforcement budget is set to run out in 4 days, 7 hours. That is a... Actually, how much is that? A 9-hour difference. Not in our favor. Knew we would. Run level 4 missions. We only need to extract. We do not need to do much more than that. We don't need to die on level 10. Just do level 4s. Alright, I know it's not super fun, but also you don't get to encounter the giant fuck off tank that they have. Alright? Just do the level 4s. Do the level 4s and give your samples, your rare samples, and your requisition slips to Super Earth. We have the DSS again. Just give it to that real quick. Until we can get more reinforcements or do away with the fucking reinforcement budget. Anyway. This is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. Nope, you're right. Yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the thalassocracy... Oh my god. Did not the thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? So we then condemned the beastmen for defending their homes. Even a pirate must one day reap what she was sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. The wrong is mine. Really do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of Aether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Captain. Aye, aye. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. The kobolds should summon Titan That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. Company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Great Fleet Mills in Lower Lenosha. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Let's go to... Wait. We'll just go to Moraby and then fly. It's fine. Not quite where I wanted to end up, but it's okay. This gives me time to auto run. Which means I get to take my hands off the keyboard briefly and stretch. Oh, come on, no hands. Not that you guys can see my hands, or at least you can see the chicken's hands. I don't know why, but I've been craving pizza hardcore for the past week. And I'm very glad that there's a convenience store nearby my house that sells pizza by the big slice. Which is more like quarter of a pizza. So when I crave pizza, I can just sate that craving with gusto. Why do you have leopard print arm guards? Lay down your burdens, son, come drink a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time, find ye a lass or three. You gotta say some adventure or just keep staring? Hey, you wanna know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Got a millin' peace no more. Still, seeing as you come all this way, I suppose it couldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Track Tomb was the company's best axeman. What was it you wanted to know? I don't believe that already. Tomb is eager to regale you with stories of his glory days. I'll start the quest. And then we're gonna end it soon after. Do you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took. And when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Like, why, what's that look for? I'm a god's damn hero, I'll have you know. The people around here be singing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to defeat old Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have been made a nest by the windmill just south of here? I do that and then we'll talk. Oh, hi, Boo. You want uppies? I think my cat wants uppies. Which is probably a sign to end the stream. So we going to... Where's my emote? I need like an emote wheel or some shit. I swear I need a tab that is just emotes. But I don't have any. Oh well. We will stand here. No. Here. We will stand here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll try to be live again tomorrow night. I don't know what the mental state will be. It is always up in the air. Tonight I just needed coffee and we were set. I'm gonna try to get in that headspace too and then get to streaming sooner, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.